What's up, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Seth, and we are back again with some more Trove. Probably going to be a pretty short video today. We're going to be talking about the new RENEWUS 2018 event that's going on with Trove right now. It's super duper easy. Like, I honestly think that the devs were a little bit lazy with this event because it's just over and done with in like less than an hour. But either way, some people are getting confused about some parts of it, so I thought, hey, you know what, may as well do a video of it as you'd expect, right? Also, I want to wish you all a happy new year because the past few videos have just been streams. I was very, very busy over the New Year's, you know, hanging out with family and friends and stuff like that. And either way, I hope all of you are having a beautiful start of 2019. Now, without further ado, let's get into it. Before we get started, though, would appreciate if you would hit that like button. Helps the videos out a ton. So, Get in Style is the first part of the quest line, which is an absolute atrocity. All you literally have to do is just open up your inventory screen or your character screen and then just change your costume. I guess on console you could just as easily go into your style section and type in a costume, but you just swap costumes, swap back. There you go, and then you ended up earning yourself 2 double experience potions, which are fairly useful, especially if you're just a starting player. I should probably honestly get on my alternative account so that I can end up getting this event gone and done with. Thankfully, it's super duper easy, so I will be able to do it as a starting player and get myself some more double XP potions, which, hey, you know what? I'll take it. And then you have to drink some bubbly, which I don't even know why they say that, but in either case, all it is drinking a flask. So you just drink a potion, pop a flask, there you go. You've already just done the next part of the quest line and earned yourself 3 Mario and Luigi Mario. Any old subscribers understand that joke reference? But you're gonna get 3 empowered gem boxes. Just super duper easy. Like, oh my goodness gracious, that's just like okay. And then up next you have to clear out some Troublemakers. So this is a part of the quest that has people a little bit confused because the quest line itself implies that you have to go to recipe dungeons, which recipe dungeons can be just found anywhere. You just go into any world, and I mean, we're literally going to see 1 in 2 seconds right here. But the easiest way that you can do this dungeon or do this part of the quest line, and I want to give a shout out to Mark because I didn't even think about it for some reason, even though it does actually say it in the description of the quest line, just goes to show how little I read. Because YouTubers, we don't read things very well. I know you guys have seen like, why doesn't he know this is going on in the game? And it's like, because I literally don't look at my screen at all. Like, I just kind of zone out and focus on my attention on you guys. So anyways, if you can find a recipe dungeon, those enemies count as shadows. There's one actually right over there. Or you can just go into a shadow tower and defeat the enemies in there, which those enemies, all you gotta do is defeat 15 of them, and you're going to end up gaining yourselves 15 Bound Brilliance. Now, that's a little bit better of a reward of Bound Brilliance. I still think that the devs need to desperately make that resource something that's attainable rather than time-gated, because it still is a requirement in order to end up forging any focus items. So basically, by getting 15 Bound Brilliance, you're and if you go for the bronze ones, you're getting 15% towards one of your gems, and then you just gotta keep on waiting for all the daily leaderboard stuff if you're even on the daily leaderboard. Crazy. And then you have to complete a Gather 3 Trovian quest, which such a broken description, but honestly, it's not as hard as you'd think. I mean, it's time consuming. You gotta go into a world and find a 3 Trovian dungeon, which for those of you just starting, you won't know what this is, but for those of you at the end game, you'll know very easily that they are just going to end up being a dungeon you can very easily see on the map. Let me see if I can find one actually real quick. There's one right there. The Fire World is actually what I would recommend for getting these because generally, the Fire Elemental world doesn't really have that many dungeons to pick from, so you'll usually end up finding a Gather 3 Trovians quite often. And Gather 3 Trovians, the game refers to the in-game characters only in this one instance as Trovians. I think they've added some stuff in the lore now, if you can even say that this game has lore, but most of all in the tutorial zone, it actually explains Trovians. The only reason why this is relevant information is because back in the day, I actually had to put, like, in a little tutorial house that we had near spawn in Team Pixel, I had to have a sign that was explaining what Trovians were because everybody was just as confused as I was when I first started this game. What's a Trovian and how do you gather 3 of them? But anyways, you're going to end up getting a Builder's Rough focus from that. That's just going to be the bronze focus item for augmenting your gems. And then 5 out of 6 is just going to be taking down 3-star dungeons. So you gotta beat 5 3-star dungeons. You can just focus on the boss itself. So you just go and rush the 3-star dungeon boss. Pretty easy to do, honestly speaking. It's just a little time consuming depending on the world you go in. And that's going to give you a Builder's Precise Focus, which is going to be the silver focus item, which honestly is it can be better than the bronze, but on average is going to end up only increasing your gem augmentation percentage by a 1% tile, just because that's usually what they do. And then the final part of the quest line, which this is where I think that the devs made a little bit of a boo-boo, is you have to throw confetti. The quest line in no way gives you confetti. No new players know what confetti is. And in fact, the way that you would end up getting confetti organically in the game is from the Pinata event, because celebratory Pinatas would drop them, Pinata Invaders would drop it. So thankfully, because we've already had events like this in the past that have actually given us confetti, and it is also a tradable resource, you can just buy it from the player market, which thank goodness, because if you couldn't buy it from the player market, you'd be screwed. There'd be nothing you could do about it. So just buy 10 of those, throw them down, and then you're going to end up getting yourselves the Confetti Jetties, which is a new wing set. As you'd expect, it's just going to be Pinata Confetti wings. They're not bad because they're just the generic brighter color like Pinata wings, which I think is really cool, because otherwise there has only ever been the normal, green and yellow variant of this. There's also the red one that I think you would get off of the celebratory, or not celebratory, but the Christmas pinata that you would end up getting and crafting out of login tokens and stuff like that. And now we actually just have one based off of normal pinatas, except as you can see, it's not centered. So if the devs in the odd chance actually watch this video, like seriously, you guys need to stop copy and pasting off of a couple of the other previously added wings, because the skeleton that the devs keep using, they keep copy and pasting this, is not centered. So they should actually be copying and pasting from an older wing set so that they don't end up having this mistake happen again, because this is not the first set of wings that has actually done this. That's what I'm referring to. And that's already gonna be it. That's it for the RENEWUS event. Super duper quick, super duper easy. Hey, I'll take the free mastery. I'll take the free items, even though I technically don't really need them. Over the next following days, though, guys, I'm going to have some special videos come out. Most of all, highly requested ones from you guys. Not only the new series, me starting Trove again, of course, but I also think to kind of rein in the new year, I'm going to make a couple videos, update some tutorials on gems, talk about gear, talk about the progression of Trove, how you actually progress in the game now, since Crystal Gear has actually changed it quite a bit. And then also I want to do an updated rarest mounts in the game video, as well as talk about the strongest classes in the game currently as of the end of 2018. So I'm a little bit off the ball because I wanted to have those videos out before 2019, but I got a lot more busy with family stuff than I thought I would. So just be patient, and then otherwise, thank you so much for watching, folks. As always, very much appreciated. Don't forget to like, sub, hit that notification bell. If you want to support me, you can always sponsor the YouTube channel with that join button down below. Buy some of the merch. Potato. Don't have any new merch for 2019. Not yet, anyways. Maybe if you guys request something, I could put it in there, but I don't know. Who cares? In either case, there is also a link down below to Gawkbox, which is a way that you can donate to me for free by playing phone games for a various amount of minutes. Sayonara and stay epic, everybody.